Winter can be difficult for many people, but there are things we can do to counter the gray days and early darkness. In her new book titled Turn to the Sun, author Brittany Gowan gives some practical advice on how to look to nature, yes, even in winter, to help relieve some of that stress and anxiety. Brittany, welcome to Daily Flash.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
You say it's important to find unique green spaces anywhere and anytime. Please explain.
Yeah, I think that many times we can think that we need to be in an expansive landscape to connect to nature. And I think that we can also connect to small pockets of nature, whether it is a planter near a grocery store or in city life, maybe you see plants in a window. And I think that when we connect to nature in different ways, it allows us to bring nature into our daily lives and not just have it be something that we connect to at certain times. So I think that is just a nice reminder that we can always have nature close, and we just have to look for it in different ways. And maybe it's in your houseplants as well.
How can we use nature for stress management?
Yeah, I think that stress tends to stick around when we ruminate, and when everyone's felt this, when you have something maybe that's gone wrong or something that's frustrating, and we tend to create this like mental tape that's negative and is kind of hard to break. But when we're in nature and you're spending time with greenery, studies show that we tend to have less rumination. We're able to stay present longer. So that's something that I think is great. It's one of my favorite things related to how we can release stress with nature. And it just is allowed going outside, being in nature, and kind of creating that pause. And I think that's what nature does. It interrupts our thought processes and lets us have a positive mindset.
Well, even the cover of your book, Brittany, is just sort of, I get the,
Thank you. I was hoping so.
Yeah. Tell us about the relationship between nature and environmental awareness.
Yeah, I think that many times what we care about, we tend to want to protect. And I think when we're creating a conscious connection with nature that allows us to have it in our daily lives, it allows us to increase our compassion, our empathy, and reminds us that we're a part of a bigger ecosystem. I know from being in city life, we can get caught up with our man-made world, and if you're not looking for nature, it can feel very distant. So staying connected to nature is a way that I think we can work on protecting our environment, increasing that awareness.
I think everybody talks about meditation, and so many people think, okay, I'll make it a part of my everyday life, but it becomes a little bit too much. So this might be an easy way to incorporate that into your world, if only maybe for 5 minutes a day.
Yes, and that's what I believe in, especially, in city life, like things are rushed. And I think that if you can just take a moment to reconnect with yourself, which is one of the biggest things, and connect with nature and have those moments where you're just coming back to the present moment, you're coming back to maybe what is important to you. And nature, I really do believe can be that resource.
Very true. Well, Brittany, some great stuff. The book is beautiful. Turn to the Sun, your guide to release stress and cultivate better health through nature. It's great. It's a wonderful read. I think it would be a great bedside table book, too, because you could just keep it right there.
Yes, that was part of my goal, actually. So,
well, you did well, Brittany. Thank you. For more information
Thank you.
or how to get a copy of Brittany's book, Turn to the Sun, please visit BrittanyGowan.com.